Let us solve this transportation problem. Obtain initial basic feasible solution of a transportation problem by using matrix minima method. So there are three factories, four warehouses. Demands at these four warehouses are given 4, 6, 8, 6 units required at these four warehouses D1, D2, D3, D4, and the quantity available at the three factories O1, O2, O3 are 6, 8 and 10. So how much quantity is available? 10 plus 8, 18 plus 6, 24. 24 units are available at the three factories. And what is the requirement at four warehouses? 6 plus 4, 10 plus 8, 18 plus 6, 24. So 24 units are available and 24 units are required. Now let us use matrix minima method or lowest cost entry method to find initial basic feasible solution of this transportation problem. Now we examine the cost matrix and select the cell with lowest cost. Now we find that 0 is the lowest cost and it occurs in two cells, second row fourth column and third row first column. So we can use any one of these two cells. So there is an option. When we use different cell for allocation, we get different solutions. So when we use this cell 2, 4, the solution will be different from this solution when we use the cell 3, 1 for allocation. So let us use any one of these two cells. Let us use this cell, second row, fourth column. So what is the requirement here? 6 units. How many units are available? 8 units. We can use minimum of these two. So that means we can transport 6 units from second factory to fourth warehouse. So out of 8, 6 units are transported to warehouse number 4. So 2 units are still available at the second factory and the demand of fourth warehouse satisfied. So we delete this column because the requirement at fourth warehouse satisfied. Again, examine the cost matrix and select the cell with lowest cost. Now this is a cell 3, 1, third row, first column, where we have lowest cost 0. So the requirement here is 4, available quantity here at the third factory is 10. So minimum of these two we can use. We can transport 4 units from third factory to first destination. So out of 10, 4 units are transported. So 6 units left at the third factory and demand of the first warehouse satisfied. So we delete first column now because the requirement at D1 is satisfied. Now again look at the revised cost matrix, that is the cost matrix except first and fourth column. What is the lowest cost? So 2 is the lowest cost and it occurs in 4 cell. So we can use any one of these 4 cell. Now if I use this cell, first row, second column, what happened? Requirement is 6, available quantity is also 6. So at a time, supply will exhaust and at the same time requirement also satisfied. So we have to cross first row as well as second column because requirement at the second warehouse satisfies as well as supply at the first factory exhausted. So we will not use this cell now because we want basic feasible solution. It should contain n plus n minus 1 positive allocations. And if we have this situation like this at a time, supply exhausted and requirement satisfied. So in that case, the number of positive allocations will not be m plus n minus 1. So we have already solved this example and we have used this cell for allocation. So look at the allocations here. We have made allocation in this cell. So what happened at a time? At a time, the demand satisfied and capacity also exhausted. And how many positive allocations we get in this situation? We have this solution here in this case, and how many positive allocations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But m plus n minus 1 is m is number of rows, n is number of column, 3 plus 4, 7, 7 minus 1 is 6. So m plus n minus 1 is 6. And we are not getting 6 positive allocations. We are getting less than m plus n minus 1. That is 6 positive allocation. Less than 6, that means we are getting 5 positive allocation. So this is not a initial, or this is not a basic feasible solution, because in basic feasible solution we require exactly m plus n minus 1 positive allocation. That is, we require 6 positive allocation, but here we are getting 5 positive allocation. So when the number of positive allocations are less than m plus n minus 1, it is also a degenerate solution, since the number of positive allocations in the solution, in the feasible solution, are less than m plus n minus 1, it is a degenerate feasible solution. So this is not a basic feasible solution because it contains how many positive allocation? Less than m plus s minus 1, that is less than 6 positive allocations are there. So that is why we are solving this example once again, because we want basic feasible solution. So we will not use this cell for allocation because at a time the supply exhausted and demand also satisfied, and we have to cross first row as well as second column. So instead of this, let us use different cell. What happens if I use this cell with lowest cost 2? Now here requirement is 8, available quantity is 2. So minimum of this 2 is 2. That means we can transport 2 units because only 2 units are available at the second factory. So all the 2 units will be transported to the third warehouse. So supply exhausted here, and out of 8, 2 units are transported. So now the requirement here is 6. So we cross this second row now because supply exhausted at the second factory. Now the remaining transportation table is this. These are the two cells with transportation cost 2, 3, 2, 2. Now again examine the cost matrix and select the cell with lowest cost. Now don't select this because if you select it, capacity will exhaust and requirement satisfied at a time. So let us use different cell. So if I use this cell, here also there is the same situation. That means here requirement and available quantity is same. So now let us use this cell. So here also what happened? Requirement is 6 and available quantity is also 6. So here also when we use this cell at a time, the requirement satisfied and supply exhausted. So in all the three cells, situation is same. So we will not get initial basic feasible solution by matrix minima method. We will get a feasible solution, but it is not a basic feasible solution. So if I use this cell for allocations, then demand satisfies, supply also exhausted. Since here demand satisfied, so we have to cross this second column. Now only one cell left, and again the requirement is 6, available quantity is 6, so we allocate maximum possible quantity in this cell. So demand satisfied and supply exhausted. So again we find that there are 5 positive allocations, but m plus n minus 1 is 6. So we do not get basic feasible solution using matrix minima method. So let us write down this solution. The solution by matrix minima method is transport 6 unit from first factory to third warehouse. Six units from first factory to third warehouse. Then second row, transport 2 units from second factory to third warehouse. Then transport 6 units from second factory to fourth warehouse. Then third row, transport 4 units from third factory to first warehouse. And transport 6 units from third factory to second warehouse. So this is a feasible solution. Let us check the row sum restriction. So number of units transported from the first factory to all 4 warehouses is 6, and it is equal to the quantity available at the first factory. So 6 equal to 6, 6 plus 2 is equal to 8, 4 plus 6 equal to 10. Let us take column sum restriction. So 4 equal to 4, 6 equal to 6, 6 plus 2 equal to 8, and 6 as it is. So row and column sum restriction satisfied. So it is a feasible solution by matrix minima method. Thus, X13 is equal to 6. That is transport 6 units from first factory to third warehouse. then x23 is equal to 2, x24 equal to 6, x31 is equal to 4, x32 equal to 6. So there are 5 positive allocations in the solution. Note that. Which is less than m plus n minus 1. M means number of rows, n means number of columns. So how many rows are there? 3 rows, 4 columns. 7 minus 1 equal to 6. So the number of positive allocations in the solution is less than m plus n minus 1. So it is not a basic feasible solution. Or initial basic feasible solution. So we do not get this initial basic feasible solution by this method. It is a degenerate feasible solution. When the number of positive allocations are less than m plus n minus 1, we say that it is a degenerate feasible solution. It is not a basic feasible solution. It is a degenerate feasible solution. So we do not get initial basic feasible solution of given transportation problem by matrix minima method. So we say that degeneracy occurred in the initial solution. That is, while finding the initial solution, degeneracy occurred in the transportation problem. How to resolve this degeneracy we will see later, because we want non-degenerate initial basic feasible solution to get optimal solution. So we will see how to resolve this degeneracy. So using matrix minima method, we do not get initial basic feasible solution of this transportation problem. And since the number of positive allocations are less than m plus n minus 1, we say that it is a degenerate feasible solution.